Welcome to Cover Happy number two. Yes, this is part two. So I've been in this business since I was 23 years old. I am currently 52. That means I've been in this business for 29 years and some change. I'm making this video. Again, this is part two. Technically, it would be part three because the OG started having problems. So I'm gonna post it because it has my Too Far prototype song on there. And I will hopefully post all my songs between tonight and tomorrow. And by the time you earn this, it'll probably be between tonight and Friday. I've been fighting to get a life. I've been fighting forever in a day to prove to the world that I'm somebody. 663 of you people know who I am. 663 of you people have hung with me through thick and thin, and I thank you for that. Now I need 6,063 people to help me open this door. I've been in this business long enough to know that if I could prove whether I can act or not, life would be great. I have other ventures. I am writing a third book. Now I'm waiting for my second book to be published so I can pay for my first book to be published. And you guys know, under no circumstances whatsoever do I ask you guys for money. Because when this happens, you'll probably have to pay money to come see me in movies or TV unless it's direct video. Or if I get blessed and get my own show on Netflix or something. Not saying that's going to happen. Not saying that it's impossible. But I am king of the impossible. If I had the resources, if I knew the right people, the right doors to open, this wouldn't be a conversation. Someone else would be running this channel. They would have my full-on consent to post everything positive and not negative stuff. And while I'm running the channel, I post everything that's truth. No, 99.9. If you're a Trump supporter, I don't dislike you. I don't hate you, but I do want you to take accountability for what this man does. Because eventually it will come onto you the way it's come on to all of us who did not vote for him and who do not support him. And looking at the way his health is running, the man's on borrowed time, Like, straight up, the man's on borrowed time. I have health concerns of my own. So I'm not worried about him. I got to worry about me. I have to lose weight. I have cholesterol. Doctor wants me down to 135. I'm currently at 144, 145, somewhere in there. Depending on the day, depending on the scale. But this isn't about any of that. This is about my acting career. I started when I was 23. And the harder I've tried, the harder I've had to try. Been trying to make connections, trying to get the door open, trying to just do what I need to do to break into this business. I do not want to be a superstar. I don't want to win an Oscar. I don't want to win an Emmy. I want to be working. I want to be able to have you look at that screen, see my ugly face, and have your ass glued in that chair. That guy. I know that guy. I've watched him shoot up through YouTube and then miraculously do some phenomenal stuff. I would be avoiding. The computer's tripping. If you caught anything that I've said in the last 3 minutes, the computer literally froze. I need to get a new computer. I need to find $375 or $350 something and have them look at it and just call it, But the computer literally froze. So I don't know what you guys got on your end, but I'm looking at myself and the computer froze. This is why you have 3 of these videos. I wanted to be an actor for a very long time. I've had my life planned out for a very long time. Before I wanted to be an actor, when I was 12 years old, I knew what I wanted to be. First, I wanted to be an astronaut. Actually, before I was 12 years old, I wanted to be an astronaut. The Challenger blew up. So that was no longer an option. Not knowing that I wouldn't get past the height of 5'3", I wanted to be a state trooper. Then I wanted to be a homicide detective. Siblings had other plans, and my life went. But in my 20s, I found the love of acting by accident. I did acting in high school. I didn't do any theater. I didn't think that I would ever be good enough to do theater. And to everyone who does theater, I salute you because you have to be fucking John Malkovich level good to do theater. No one's coming to Carnegie Hall to see my ass. Let's just call that shit like it is. No one's literally going to be like, hey, let's go see Echo Fang Great Wolf. He's at Carnegie Hall. Nah, that shit ain't going to happen. If you're going to see me at Carnegie Hall, you'll probably see me sweeping the fucking place up. Hey, look, that's Echo. He's sweeping with that broom. He's doing what he's been doing. But for action movies or for voiceovers, I know I can do this. I just need to be given a shot. But sometimes things don't work out the way we planned them. Like, at all. That's not a voice simulation. I can do that shit at will. Because I've been doing it at will since I was a child. So, I know you're thinking, you've been doing this at will since you were a child. I would play with these things by myself, with no friends. Yo, Joe! Hey, Falcon. Your brother Duke's in the hospital. Yeah, that's okay. I got a date with... Stole it, Falcon. I'm allergic to bologna. So, yeah. This was a road beast from Voltron. I believe this is Broly. I think he glows in the dark. I don't remember how I acquired him. This was a Cobra. This is when they really made G.I. Joe. This is what they started leaving us with. This is Ace. I'm pretty sure this is Ace. G.I. Joe's got thinner and cheaper. Made. But not expensive. These were more expensive than these. You can compare at how pissed off I was at paying like $8 for this when we only paid $6 for this. And now they're gigantic. Well, I used to talk for demons and all kinds of other supervillains and everything else under the sun.
Hi, I'm Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That's right, stay puffed.
But it's hard to break into this business, especially when you're unknown and you're starting from scratch, or you're an unknown who put all your eggs in one basket, i.e. Millennium Studios and i.e. Tim Reed. I'm not so sore about it now as I was back in early 2000s because I was ready to go. I made a movie. It's called Fallen Dragons. Yeah, that didn't work out. Made another movie called Path of Ascension. It'll be here eventually, but it's on my Kung Fu Havoc #1 page. I made another movie. It's called A Clone Affair. I made another movie. It's called Dragon's Breath. I made a series called Guardians of the Earth. It's on here. And if you live in Virginia and you watch Channel 13 or 14, Sometimes it airs there, as the other stuff will hopefully air there. I've bust my ass to get into this business, and I have failed epically. I write horrible songs. They're on this page. I do everything I can to open that door, and I have failed epically. Now, you may not think that, because there's 663 of you here. But we all know the truth. I have failed, but it's not over. Because though I have failed, there's one thing that I have not done. I have not quit. I refuse to quit. I've been in this business too long to quit. It's a testimony to what I want to do with my life versus where I am in life. Never given a shot fuels my fire. And don't think for a New York minute there hasn't been a day where I've wanted to say, fuck it, I'm done, I quit. There's never been a day where I haven't said, fuck it, I'm done, I quit. Then that little voice in the back of my head kicks in. You've come too fucking far. You've sacrificed too much. You've lost everything you ever wanted to do in life, and this is the one thing that keeps you going. You can't quit because you've come too far. Most people don't make it in this business because within 1 or 2 years, if they don't get what they want, they leave. But that's not how this business works. This business mostly works on pure fucking luck and who you know. Well, one, I don't know anybody, and two, I've never had good luck. I've done an audition where I had to do a Pops commercial right before COVID, and I was feeling good. And the commercial they had like maybe 5 people in the whole goddamn audition. Out of the 5 people, I know that at least 3 of these motherfuckers got picked, and I wasn't one of them. Happened at the Holiday Inn on Emmett Street. Here I was thinking to myself, I'm going to do the Pops commercial because I can express myself. And how hard can it be to say, I've got to have my pops and look enthusiastic, which is what I did. One guy in the crowd supported me. The people that was important, Guy in the crowd supported me. We bumped fists, and he did his thing, and he did better than I did. So he might have gotten the role. He might not have gotten the role because they were filming it in Crozet. See, the thing about Virginia is that they do film shit here in secret. You just have to be lucky enough to find out how to get in touch with these people. I have not been that blessed. Millennium Studios was supposed to be my doorway in. And they only wanted SAG actors. Tim Reed ruined every chance I had to get a career. Every chance. With that one goal of his. SAG actors. Dude, you had a studio. You could have made every kind of movie you ever wanted in life because you had a fucking studio. Resources out the ass. Nice studio. Had the shoes been reversed, had I had the resources, oh, you better bet your sweet ass, there would have been movies being made left, right, sideways, wouldn't fucking matter. Wouldn't matter the genre, wouldn't matter. The only thing that probably wouldn't be made would be adult shit. No porn. But everything else, oh God, yeah. Everything else. Had I had the resources Tim Reed had, miniseries, I would relish on miniseries, but they wouldn't be on TV. They would go straight to HBO. I would be negotiating HBO network. That way I can show boobs and all the other shit. Because nothing gets a man's attention quicker than a set of boobs. And I would be on that screen. You know, I really want to cater to kids though, especially mixed kids, so they can have a hero. No, not Tiger Woods, not The Rock, me, Echo Fang Grey Wolf. I really thought for a fucking minute that everything was gonna go smoothly because my dad said, "Hey, New Millennium's coming here to Virginia. You ain't gotta leave. You ain't gotta go to Florida. You ain't gotta go to North Carolina. You ain't gotta go to New York. You ain't gotta go to LA. We're gonna have a movie studio. The dude promised us Hollywood East." And my Hollywood dumbass put all my eggs in one basket. Didn't even try to go anywhere else. Millennium was the place that I wanted to be. Only thing Millennium gave me was the finger. Wasn't too long after that, they went belly up in 2015. I reached out. I've tried my best to get in touch with these people day after day after day. And then I discovered YouTube. I said, okay, well, let's try to put Millennium out of business. That was me not really thinking that all the way through. But who knew I would have had to because they went belly up. And the only reason they went belly up is really quite simple. They made a TV series about cops. It lasted one season. They made a movie about Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings. And then they did Frank's Place. But what they didn't do was hire actors from Virginia. Actors who would have bust their ass to get there. I know you're all thinking, Echo, what's the point of this video? The point of this video is that if you have a dream, you need to go after it. 1,000%. People aren't going to support you. Deal with it. Don't let them get in your way either, though. Don't be me. I let my family get in my way, and I've taken care of child after child after child after child. That ain't mine. I don't have kids. Always have a backup plan, and always be ready at a moment's notice because you never know what the future will hold. Which is why I also haven't quit. I've been in this business for damn near 30 years. In 1996, I was 23. 97, 98, 99, 2000, 4, 25, 26, 27. Ready to go. Sundance got the same movie, Fallen Dragons. Sundance said that the movie sucked. Sundance said that we don't do kung fu movies. And a month after that, maybe even a week, they had a kung fu movie on Sundance. Sundance was also running the independent film channel. Same thing. We don't do kung fu movies. Sure as fuck. Kung fu movie on there. From Japan. So I guess because I wasn't Japanese, yeah, the hell with the black guy. Oh, that's also been a thing. When I go to auditions, no one thought I was black, even with the name James Williams Jr. That's why the name got changed to Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Ain't much changed. I got 99 trying to get me stuff, but they haven't really said much. I got to email them at some point, at some time. Just haven't had the time. I've been busting my ass trying to write this goddamn book called Sundown. I have 2 books ready to go. American Kono Beach will drop first. I just need Lana to get me the cover that I need, which needs a war bonnet, a tomahawk, and a katana. 3 simple things. Then we're going to drop that fucking book and pray like fuck that it sells. It will be called American Kono Beach. It's a one and done. There's no sequels, there's no prequels. Same thing with Love 13. There's no sequels, there's no prequels. And the same thing's going to happen with Sundown. There will be no sequels and there will be no prequels. And I know you're all thinking, but what if the book's really good and we want more? There is no more. Because I don't want to have to try and give you something that I can't deliver on. Alright? Acting is going to be easy. Because I know I can do it.
without a problem.
That's right. I know that I can do it without a problem. I just need to be given a damn chance. That way, I can be Connor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. I was born in the Highlands of Scotland. I am immortal, and I cannot die. Now is the time of the quickening. With the stroke of the sword and the fall of the head will release the power of the quickening. In the end, there can be only one. But hey, you know, gotta work for these positions, man. And you can't work for these positions when the casting calls do not come into Virginia. And I don't have the money to leave. You see the clusterfuck? I do have the 663 of you. And I am grateful. I am eternally and forever grateful. And we don't always see eye to eye, but I always give you 99.9. And you won't like me all the time. You won't. But understand this. This is a small step. This is a back door. But it's still a fucking door. Now, the problem is, nobody's really watching these videos. And that's okay. I still have 663 people who actually give a fuck if I live or die. And that are pulling for me to make it. And I count as 2 people. And I will make it, or I will die trying. Most people, again, give up. Fear of success, fear of failure. They do everything they can to avoid having to deal with this shit. I don't have a fear of failure. I've already failed. I don't have a fear of success because I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't have a fear of commitment. All I need is that one door. And whether it be Disney or Hasbro or whoever the hell it is that gives me the job, I'm going to do my best. You're going to have an acting coach. You're going to make sure that I don't fuck this shit up. It's not just going to be my project. It's going to be our project. And when we're done, people are either going to cheer or they're going to give us the finger. What I'm not going to do is what the actress from Madam Web did. Don't go see my movie. It sucks. No, I'm not going to do that. I said this in video 2, by the way. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to promote the fuck out this goddamn movie. Period. I will do everything I can to make sure that I am successful on some level or another. If you don't hate your product, you're good. And if you hate the product that you're doing, then you probably shouldn't have signed on anyway. I would love to play Miguel O'Hara or Ben Reilly. But more importantly, I need to play Jesse Blackcrow or Red Wolf 1, 2, and 3. So I could be the grandfather, the father, and the grandson. And Native Americans need more heroes on TV. I'm not a full-blooded Native American, but I'll damn sure play one on TV. And if not that, I would love to play American Eagle. Can't play Danny Moonstar because she's my favorite Native American character, and I don't have boobs. Not a girl. Straight as an arrow. I love boobs still. So I will say this as I end this, and I hope that you all are paying attention. If you have a dream, go for it. Don't stop. Hopefully it won't take you 30 years to get your goddamn foot in the door, like it has for me. But I'm still pushing, and I won't stop pushing. I tell you guys I would never quit. I'm not quitting. I have nothing to lose, and I have a world to gain. Plus, I have 663 people here who give a damn if I live or if I die. Thank you for watching. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Be seeing you.